Hello, my name is Mishra. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video, and I'll be doing a lot of topics on mathematics, and just to help you guys. And if you have any questions or anything, please shoot me a message on my personal Instagram, and comment down below. And yeah, hopefully I can help you with a lot of questions. Alright, so the first topic that we'll look at in my channel will be, so we'll go with algebraic equations. Okay, so this is sort of a basic understanding of what's that called? Like, it'll help you with further education. This is very important for like topics like calculus and you know, further into university education. So we'll start off with these two basic words that are really, like, you can see them throughout many textbooks. So Factorise will simplify. So Factorise is pretty much, you know, so like you add on more things and like you sort of expand it in a sense. And simplify is to cut down, you know, most things into a simple sort of form. So like if I say simplify, if I say, you know, 2x over 2. So simplify that will just be 1x. And Factorise in another sense would be if I say, okay, so x squared minus 4 to the square, we'll just go, okay, cool, we'll just go x squared minus 4 and then times x squared minus 4. And then when you expand it out, that's what really factorization means. You're adding more terms to the original question. So that's me trying to help start off with this. And yeah, that's it. Let's do some questions on this. Alright guys, so our first problem here is a factorized problem. So let's get started with this one. So this kind of question, you need this one. There's a term called sum and differences of two cubes. So this is a sum, obviously. So straight away, you know, looking at this one here, you go, so the formula is a cubed plus b cubed equals a plus b was, yeah. I should remember these days. And then a squared minus ab plus our b squared. Alright, so obviously now you can see that we have this form here. That's our that form. Now sort that. So a will be our x and b is going to be our 5, because by cube root of 125 is 5. And then we'll just put it into the equation. So it'll just be x plus 5, and we'll go x squared minus a times b, so 5x plus b, so b squared is 25. So yeah, so that's our factorized done, okay? Yeah, let's do a simplified problem now. Alright guys, so here's another problem for you guys. It's a simplification problem, and let's try and solve it. It involves these two sets of equations that need to be simplified, and yeah, let's get underway. The formulas are given right here, so feel free to pause them if you want to check them out and do it by yourself. So firstly, we'll solve the top part, and this is like the previous example that we did. Okay, cool. Let's factorize it. So a in this case is 1, b equals to 3. And then we put them in the formula and go, okay, cool. Then it's a minus, so it's a minus part. So, sorry, that is an x. My bad, that's an x. Okay, so a minus b is my x minus 3. And the second part is my x squared plus 3x plus 9. Okay, and then that's not my derivative, that's not my division. Okay, let's get the second part of the equation to solve. Okay, the second part is sort of, we can do it in our heads, and we can use the quadratic formula. Quadratic formula, I would personally tell you to always use the quadratic formula. My teachers at school and even at university still recommend me to use my quadratic formulas, because it's sort of it's you won't make a mistake with it, okay? You really will not make a mistake with it. Let's get it on the way. So just do the marking here. So it will be x squared minus 7x plus 12, and then our a would be 1, b negative 7, c would be 12. Okay, now and the quadratic formula is x gives me negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac upon 2a. Now, in this case, x would be equal to 7 plus minus square root of 49 minus 48 and divide by 2. So x 49 minus 48 is 1. So it's pretty much it's just 7 plus 1 over 2 or 7 minus 1 over 2. X equals 4 or 3. So so the next step here is to get, just slow down a little, so it will just be x minus 4 and x minus 3. Okay, so these are the factors, okay? These are the factors. So what we're going to do now is putting back here, instead of this equation here, so x minus 4 and x minus 3. As you can see, these two things cancel out, and we're only left with x squared plus 3x plus 9 divided by x minus 4. And that's it, it's done, and that's simplified. And yeah, let's get to a harder example. Alright guys, so if you have another problem here, it's on factorization. Feel free to pause the video and have a go at it. And just a quick hint, you might have to use these. So yeah, tell me how you go with it, comment down below, and yeah. Let's get this one underway. Okay, straight away you know you got to factorize this. So go, okay, so the common term here is x to the cube. So we go, okay, we go x to the cubed and x to the cubed, right? Because 3 plus 3 is 6, and plus 1. Okay, so now there's two terms here. The x cubed on its own, and then x cubed plus 1. With x cubed plus 1, you can further you can factorize it more. You can factorize it more. So you go, okay, cool. So that's not very good, equals just like x cubed, and then this part here, take it to here. So a is my x, and my b is 1. Alright, and then the second one here is my x squared minus 1 plus minus x plus 1. And yeah, so that's the solution. And tell me how you went. Alright guys, so another simplification problem. Have a go at it and comment down below how you went. Feel free to pause the video and use these examples, use these formulas here, my bad, sorry. Alright, and let's get started with this one. Alright, so straight away, you can see that there's 1 minus x squared and 1 minus x squared to both the power of half, which is the square root. So if we continue with this part, it's going to get really messy. So straight away what I would do is go 1 minus x squared square root equals to a. So what this gives me is, it gives me further understanding, and it makes things more easier, you know what I mean? So straight up, I'm just going to rewrite this again. 2 plus 2 over 2 plus 1 minus x squared. I'm rewriting it. So a, and then 2 over 2 plus, this is minus a. Pretty nervous, to be honest. Alright, next is just, alright, so 2 minus a, plus 2 plus a, and that's a bracket, and then 2 plus a, 2 minus a. Alright, so that gives me So 4 minus 2a plus 4 plus 2a over, that'll give me 4, and that'll give me my minus a squared. Now I'll go, so 2, so minus 2a and plus 2a. Alright, so now, sorry guys, the pen ran out. I'm extremely sorry for that. Anyway, back to our problem. We'll just go, okay, so 4 plus 4 gives me 8, and 4 minus a squared, because those two cancel out, so 4 minus a squared. Alright, cool. So now a squared is going to be 1 minus x squared. This part becomes, we square both sides, so that becomes a squared. So because a squared is that, we just replace it here. So it's going to be, so 8 over 4 minus 1 minus x squared, because that's our a squared. So we just go, okay, cool. So we go 8 upon 4 minus 1, and minus make plus, so x squared. Now that's going to give me 8, 3 plus x squared. So that's the answer. Alright guys, so another problem here, another simplification problem. Like, feel free to pause the video and attempt it, and you test yourself. So this one here, it's a little bit harder in terms of there's a little bit too much to do here, okay? So, and a little bit of thinking as well. So you can see that 9 and 18 are common terms as well. Okay, so how I would do this personally is, you can see these are all factors of 3. So, I go, okay, so we go 3, and then 3 to the x, plus, we go, okay, so divide by 3, so what's that going to be? 6, 3 to the x, right, and then we go, okay, so 12 and 24. 12 and 24, a little tricky now, because yeah, you might have to use 4 in this case, because 3 is going to cancel, or else 3 is going to cancel out, and we won't get a proper solution. Okay, so what happens here is we go, okay, so 3, 4 to the x, okay, 3 times 4 to the x, plus 6, because we need common terms. Okay, we need common terms, and 4 to the x. All right, so 3 to the x is common. 3 plus 6, 3 plus 6, upon 3 plus 6 is another common term, 3 plus 6, and 4 to the x. Okay, these two are cancelled. All right, and then we're just left with 3 over 3 to the power of x, 4 to the power of x. You can also write this as 3 over 4 to the power of x. Further simplification, it's optional. I reckon that's 4 marks. Alright guys, that's it for today's video, and this was my first video, so sort of there was a bit of nerves around, but anyway, I promise I'll get better. And yeah, so that concludes algebraic equations. So I try to cover everything I could, and a couple of hard examples as well. If you still have questions, just comment down or shoot me up on Instagram, and the link's given below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and click the subscribe button, click the notification bell. So I'll be posting videos fairly regularly now. So yeah, let's see. Thanks so much, guys.